Hey everybody, this is Dr. Ron. We are live broadcasting on Facebook. So if you're watching this on replay, thanks for watching. If you're watching this live, then I guess we get to interact a little bit. We haven't met. My name is Dr. Cheng Ruan. I'm an internal medicine physician in Texas, and I love using food as medicine. I want to talk to you today about using superfoods. And what are superfoods in actuality? The term superfoods has been thrown out for a long time, and these are the foods that will nourish us with antioxidants, with fiber, with proteins and whatnot. And there are very specific things I want to talk to you guys about. And so, in the disease of obesity and diabetes type 2, they're pretty much very similar diseases. And it's talking about insulin resistance, meaning that those people who are diabetic are resistant to the insulin that their body produces. And same thing for those people who are obese. So we want to consume foods that's going to go against that, right? So let's just jump right into it, okay? One of my favorite grains, which is actually not really a grain, is quinoa. Quinoa is Q-U-I-N-O-A. Most people pronounce it quinoa or something that's a little off, but it's actually quinoa. It's a South American grain. And this is something that I really enjoy because I really like the texture of it. And it comes in different colors. So the darker the color, the more nuttier and the more bite the texture has. It's a very interesting texture that I really enjoy. And one of the reasons it's nutty and it has that texture is because it has so much fiber. And a lot of fiber is needed for us to have anti-inflammatory effects on our body, for us to digest, for gut health. But more importantly, it allows us to stay full, allows us to eat a whole lot less things that we're not supposed to eat, makes us have good decisions of our body. Another reason quinoa is super awesome is such a high amount of protein. So protein is needed for us to nourish our bodies, and of course, I always talk about carbohydrates, decreasing the amount of carbohydrates, increasing your protein and fat content if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to reverse the type 2 diabetes, if you're trying to reverse prediabetes. So quinoa, lots of protein, lots of fiber, also has a lot of magnesium. A lot of people who are obese or have prediabetes or diabetes have actually nutritional deficiencies, which is kind of counterintuitive because you think they're obese if you have too much. No, but they're actually quite nutrient deficient. And magnesium is one of the most common things that are deficient. And while you can take magnesium supplements, there are very specific ones for you to take, which I'll talk about in another video. But what's going to be the best is that you take in magnesium through your diet. And quinoa is a great source of magnesium. And quinoa also has vitamin B2, which is riboflavin, which is needed for our body's metabolism and oxidative stress, meaning that it's a good antioxidant. But if you look at quinoa as a package, it's the perfect grain. It's actually not really a grain. I believe it's derived from a seed. So let's jump from quinoa into something that my mother-in-law really likes, and they're chia seeds. So chia seeds are pretty common. I grew up with them in Asia, and chia seeds are these little hard seeds that when you put water into them, they form a little bit of a gelatinous material. And when they form the gelatinous material, it's almost like a pudding. So a lot of people use chia seed puddings. But chia seeds are great because I actually dump them into my water and I drink them. And chia seeds are absolutely wonderful. They're loaded with a lot of different things. First of all, they're also heart healthy. They reduce oxidative stress, which means they help heal tissues. They help heal blood vessels. They have high amounts of essential fatty acids, which are the fatty acids that you need to survive, and also they're antioxidants. And because of that, they're also very high anti-cancer properties of chia seeds, specifically, which cancer? I think it's breast and prostate cancer. And so same thing with flax seeds. Moving on to flax seeds. Flax seeds don't have the gelatinous material when you put water to them, but they do have a little bit of a bite to them. And I put them into my yogurt because for the texture. Flax seeds, similar to chia seeds, you have omega-3 fatty acids, you have anti-cancer properties as well. I think it's breast cancer. and you have you have a ton of fiber, just like chia seeds and just like quinoa does. So everything I talk about here has a whole lot of fiber. Let's go to something that's more familiar to me, but maybe not to you. And that's polyglycoplex, or PGX fiber. PGX fiber is from a root in Asia. It's in different parts of China and Japan, northern China, and different parts of Japan. And it is kind of like it's like a super fiber. It's very fibrous. And the more fiber something has, especially insoluble fiber, it's good for not only digestion, but it's shown to clinically reduce blood sugar level, or hemoglobin A1C. And hemoglobin A1C is a measurement of the blood sugar level over 3 months. So PGX fiber. Okay, and all these things you can buy on Amazon, by the way. I do have my website. If you go to ronmd.com and click on shop, all these things are in the Superfoods section. So as you listen along, know that these are always available simply just on Amazon.com. Another one of my favorites is I always get at Japanese restaurants every time I go is green tea, like the powdered green tea that they have. It's called matcha, M-A-T-C-H-A, matcha green tea. Matcha green tea is basically super concentrated antioxidant. The antioxidants in there that are native in green tea are really big anti-inflammatory properties, and inflammation is sort of the enemy when we talk about chronic diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, some autoimmune diseases. So green tea is a really potent anti-inflammatory. It does well for all those conditions, and not only that, it's shown to increase cellular regeneration, and what that means is that it increases your metabolism. I actually do have matcha green tea. Matcha green tea and PGX fiber 30 minutes before I work out, because the matcha green tea is giving me that boost of energy, and the PGX fiber is going to lower my insulin level, and so that I continue to burn fat, not only during my workouts, but hours afterwards, depending on how I eat after I work out, which is increasing your protein intake and decreasing your carb intake. Let's see, what else is on my list right here? Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are great. I am not talking about marijuana. I'm talking about the actual hemp seeds. The hemp seeds, once again, anti-inflammatory, high fiber, a lot of protein. You guys see the common thread here behind defeating the obesity and diabetes and prediabetes? It's protein, it's fiber, it's omega-3s, it's anti-inflammatory properties. These all have it, but hemp seeds are great. I personally don't like the taste of them a whole lot, so I usually stick with the other stuff, but a lot of people like hemp seeds, which is great. Pumpkin seeds is something that my dad loves to snack on. I never really knew the health benefits, so I kind of looked it up and what really is in pumpkin seeds. Once again, antioxidants. It's got a lot of zinc in it as well. It's a very high concentration of zinc. Zinc is needed for our immune system, but more importantly, zinc is needed for tissue healing. So if we have heart damage, we have damage in our blood vessels, zinc is required for that healing process. And you get a whole lot of that from pumpkin seeds, and I really like to snack on pumpkin seeds myself, which is great. And pumpkin seeds also have magnesium in it. And once again, I told you guys earlier that magnesium deficiency is really common in those who are diabetic or pre-diabetic or obese. And magnesium helps increase insulin sensitivity, leading to increased fat loss, leading to decreased progression of pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes. And so I just want to talk to you guys about all this. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm actually really far away from the screen now, so I cannot see the actual comments, but I will go ahead and jump on and answer your comments right after this. Please share this if you find this to be valuable. And I do encourage you to start conversations with people and to see what other people find valuable in some of these things. If you've never heard of some of these things before, I suggest you try it at least once. Once again, go to my website, ronmd.com, and if you click on shop section, the other way you can go to it is ronshouse.com, RUANSHOSE.com, and you can go directly into my Amazon list that I made for the things that you can find in my own household. Okay, all right, I'm going to get closer to the screen to see what people say. How many cups of matcha green tea each day? So I would, if you have a matcha green tea powder, I think the maximum I would do is 2 tablespoons worth. And I usually put 2 tablespoons worth in right before my workouts. However, that keeps me kind of wired. So my workouts are generally in the mornings, but if it's in the evenings, I actually don't do that. Thanks for asking, Anna. Joe, you love pumpkin seeds? Me too. Everybody's listening. Anna, you're a cancer survivor? Hey, high five to you. Put it up right here. High five. Awesome. You're amazing. Debbie, hi, and thanks for joining us. Nicole, you're always in my live feeds. I love you for that. Thank you so much. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and put it into the comments. Share this so that we can all learn and grow together, so we can all improve our health together. And, I love all of you guys, and thank you for listening. If you want me to talk about anything or any other superfoods that you will consider superfoods, also put it into the comments, and I'll respond. Okay? But for now, thank you for listening. I'll talk to you guys later.